She rarely took the initiative to mention her past life, so Wei Ci listened attentively. Knowing that she was entangled by such a strange person, Wei Ci couldn't help but worry. And then, did he offend you? How can that be? If I'm harmed by him, I might as well kneel in front of the old leader and die. It's too embarrassing. Jiang Pingji waved her hand and said, that person crazily imagined that I liked him. He even posted my portrait on a public platform and passionately confessed to me. He imagined that I also loved him to death. It's worth mentioning that his wife was even weirder. She cried and threw a tantrum several times, telling me not to seduce her husband. Wei Ci frowned when he heard that. Could it be that this couple has lost their minds? Jiang Pingji shrugged and said, they weren't crazy, but there was something wrong with their brains. There was a limit to my tolerance. I beat them up and hung them at a height of 160 stories for 2 days. In order to avoid trouble from public opinion, I smeared them with the military's newly developed invisibility liquid and silencing equipment. Then I found a lawyer to sue them and sent them to a mental hospital for a few days. Jiang Pingji wasn't an orthodox person from a military school. She believed in using violence to curb violence. At that time she was a genetic warrior with a secret identity. She had to carry out extremely dangerous missions at any time, so her identity couldn't be exposed, let alone her portrait on a public platform. Because of that, she was reprimanded by her superior. Jiang Pingji was so angry that she vented her anger on the couple. Because she did it secretly, she was fine. Otherwise, she would have been criticized. She said, I've even seen such a weirdo. Niao Yang's is just a piece of cake. Wei Ci was speechless. Jiang Pingji was about to proudly talk about other glorious deeds, when the old chief sent her a private message. You Abba, hang them at a height of 160 stories? Jiang Pingji replied, I brought oxygen patches and thermal pads for them. They won't die from the cold or suffocation at high altitudes. You Abba, although it violated military law, I wasn't a part of the military at that time. My hands and feet were clean. Others couldn't catch me. The old chief had mixed feelings. She was like a class teacher watching the students who graduated from her class confess the pranks they did when they were students. Such a mischievous student was definitely not taught by her. The old chief was doubting his life. Wei Ci also had mixed feelings. He suddenly realized that the place his lord lived in her previous life was a world he couldn't imagine. Only the environment there could make her so open-minded. Wei Ci and the others were filled with righteous indignation at Niao Yang's counterattack. Who asked Niao Yang to use the lord's reputation as a ruse, but the person involved didn't care at all. He laughed bitterly to himself.